No Bad Days Podcast.
No Bad Days Podcast.
No Bad Days Podcast. No Bad Days Podcast.
No Bad Days Podcast.
No Bad Days. Kicked you in the leg, you hoe.
And
pretty
that's
good.
how we come back. That's how we come back. I'll kick you in the
Dude,
leg,
we-
you hoe.
This shit ain't never stopped.
Oh man. So all right, so you're telling me about Jordan before we got derailed by Wendy's shitty burgers. God, they're bad. You were telling me about Jordan Peterson and he's doing some shit with fat ladies on Twitter.
He wasn't fat, but so let me look this up real quick. I don't want to misquote the man.
By the way,
Let's see.
welcome to No Bad Days. This is Filthy Fuck, joined by Public Dad and the heart of the show, Beefy Boy.
Why do? So wait, what did you
Just
call yourself?
don't humor him. Don't you just
What the fuck did you just call yourself?
What the fuck you call me Beefy Boy?
Yeah, why do you call you Beefy Boy? I mean, Public Dad makes
He wants-
sense, but
He wants me to hit him.
Beefy Boy, last time I talked to him.
He wants me to hit him.
let's see, here's Jordan Peterson swimsuit tweet.
You
Yeah,
mentioned the dissertation.
Sports Illustrated. Jordan Peterson quits Twitter after Sports Illustrated
Quitting
swimsuit
Twitter.
backlash. He just says bye for now. What a goddamn So
Just stop using it. Don't be so dramatic.
here's-
Yeah, that was one of the
here's the-
times he quitted Twitter, right?
he's quit plenty of times. Here's what this woman looks like. She big.
Oh, she can get it.
But I mean,
Yeah, she can get it any day of the week.
and this motherfucker right here is like, sorry, not beautiful, and no amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change that. It's like, dude, leave it alone. Like,
What's the
this is-
point? Like you're just
Yeah.
being an asshole. Like what,
yeah,
what's the point? What are you talking about?
dude, him, fucking Ben Shapiro fell into this. They all eventually feel like, well, I've got to give my stance on this. It's the same thing that fucking actors do, like whenever they're talking
What?
about like anything that happens. Like anyone who thinks that I give a fuck like what Mark
If you
Ruffalo's
like
stance.
nice thick asses, she can get it any day of the fucking week. What the hell is this guy on about? And why did it Ben Shapiro? What the fuck's that weird bastard want?
Well, Ben
odd
Shapiro, remember he did that video
Shapiro.
about that song "Wet Ass Pussy" by Nicki Minaj. Where
I
he's reading
don't
the
recall
lyrics.
that.
Wait, really?
I just know the one. I just saw the one video of him where he bought like a plank of wood from Home Depot to show
Oh,
his
he complained
support
about
for
Home
them.
Depot.
And
Oh yeah.
and he was just like,
Just
"Oh, I
like
got
bought
this."
a piece of. Oh my god!
Yeah, it was like in a bag and everything. It's like I bought this piece of wood, and it's a
Damn, I
great
didn't see
piece
that
of
one. That
wood.
sucks.
It's
That's
fucking stupid.
fucking hilarious. Oh my
It
god!
was really stupid. He got made
That
fun of for it. But he gets made
wasn't
fun
he
of
wearing
a
a
lot.
cowboy hat too? I think I remember
I
something
don't-
about this.
I'm gonna
don't
need
think
I'm gonna
it was,
need
but
pictures.
It's
That
been a while.
sounds incredible.
I
Oh,
know
you
I
can
saw
It's
a
the
picture of
information
Ben,
age. You can track that down.
I saw a picture of Ben Shapiro outside of a Home Depot wearing a cowboy hat, and I thought it was very funny.
Yeah, Google Ben Shapiro gets wood. I just like what's his deal? He really likes conservative shits or something. Like I don't pay much mind to
He just
him.
thinks he's a very smart boy.
I mean, he and the thing is that he knows a lot. Like you know, Ben Shapiro is a lot like the remember the
There's a
guy
lot of
that
dumb
Will
fuckers
Hunting
that know a lot.
really well no like so whenever the scene in Good Will Hunting where Matt Damon argues with the ponytail dude in the bar, Ben Shapiro is a lot like the ponytail guy. Read a lot of books and rattle off facts all day long, right? That's
Mhm.
his thing. And
Wait.
it was funny for a while to see him go to colleges and to just like argue with like fat women.
All powerful logic.
Yeah.
Is he one of those guys who are like, I will use my logic to defeat you?
Well, he was the guy that said he was the facts don't care about your feelings guy, because he would go to colleges and he would like argue like emotional.
That is a good
points with-
quote. I mean,
with
it's
fat
it's-
women.
I don't know if
Yeah.
he made that up, but it is good. I mean,
Yeah.
good is good.
Like, but that's the thing that all these guys fall into is that like they're like, oh, my points on this are okay, so now I'm free to just just post a video where I basically just kind of dry snitch about not being able to get my wife off. Basically,
damn.
Yeah.
Damn. What the fuck? And how did he dry snitch himself?
Like,
What do you
so
what do
in
you
the
say?
WAP video, he's like, her vagina sounds too wet. This sounds like a medical issue. Women are not supposed to be
What?
that wet. It's like, dude,
What is he, autistic?
he is definitely autistic. He also shills for Israel. So what are you gonna do?
Oh, God damn it! We've talked about this. We have.
He loves Israel.
He shills for Israel. What
Dude,
you gonna do?
his sister does have some.
She got great
though.
tits. Oh yeah, no, I mean I do. The bitch got some incredibly long arms, like Randy Moss long.
Yeah, dude.
That bitch can.
Dude, she would have been a fun
jerk you off from another room.
Dude, I mean, she'd be a red zone threat for sure.
Oh my god. I mean, I don't know what her vertical is, but those arms, she don't need it.
Exactly, man. She's like Jimmy Graham. She's built like Jimmy Graham.
Oh, what a weapon he was. Is he still playing?
For a while.
Yeah.
Yes. Last I heard, he was still playing.
No way. No fucking way. Jimmy Graham is still playing. That motherfucker was playing back in like 2009 or some shit. Or what? Like he's been around for a while, but
let's see.
Homeboy was 6'8".
He's a free agent. He's a free agent right now.
Of course, he ain't playing no more. He was 6'8". That is a red zone threat.
Yes.
If I ran a team, I don't mean to derail this, but I ran a football team, I would constantly scout out college basketball teams. I'd look for the tallest guy on the fucking bench.
Well, yeah, like, you're a body guy.
Well, I mean, that's what happened with Antonio Gates. Like, you're not very good at basketball, or you're not pro good at basketball, but you got them big ass hands and can jump hella high and you're tall. So why don't you come over here and taste success and actually?
Yeah, I mean,
play.
I guess at that point, like physicality that's like athletic stem cells, right? It's like I'm gonna make you something.
Yeah, it's just like your body, your physical skills, and it translate better to this thing over here because
exactly.
To put shooting baskets and stuff, it takes a lot of skill to do that. Not everybody has it, but if you got big ass motherfucking hands and you can see a football coming at you and you can already jump hella high and you're taught to box people out, then you got a pretty good chance of making it in the NFL. You got basketball tight ends. Like there was, I think the first one, at least that I remember, was Tony Gonzalez, and then there was Antonio Gates, and I think Darren Waller played in college as well. But they're they have a skill set that translate very well. So, and again, really tall, big ass hands, and can jump hella high. You don't need to be able to shoot 3-pointers.
No,
that's why a lot of people say, like, if LeBron James, I kind of wish he sucked at basketball, even though he plays for the Lakers, because my God, he would be a great tight end.
Well, a lot of basketball fucking video game character, in addition to all the NBA games. But now he's fucking he's in multiverses. It's so funny.
Why is he in? Because he was in that Space Jam movie. That fucking shit.
It's him, dude. It's him fucking chopping it up with Bugs Bunny.
Fucking stupid. He's like dresses as Robin at some point. What's up?
Like in a thematically consistent way of like, okay, but first Space Jam movie, Michael Jordan goes to play baseball. Second Space Jam movie, LeBron James becomes a football player.
That would be awesome. But then again, man, like you're not having like a second act of your sports career as a football player. I don't think. Like,
no.
If you
probably not.
Football is not the one that you want to like
injured,
go to.
He's been injured a lot playing basketball. Okay. He's been injured a lot playing basketball, and football is just gonna. You get like 4 games out of him in a season.
Dude, one of his most grievous injuries is to his fucking hair. His head is fucked up.
That motherfucker has looked. That dude has looked 45 to like. He looked like he's been in his mid to late 40s since he was like 18. Since he's been in the league, that motherfucker's never looked young.
That is a good point. That is a good point. He has always looked like a man named LeBron.
What's your name? I'm LeBron.
Yeah, my name's LeBron. How old are you going to be? 16 if the Lord wills it.
Oh my God, that's fucking fun. 16 if the Lord will. Oh, it's hot today.
Well, I mean, shit. Like he did play an old man in those old Sprite commercials. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, listen to I-Beam. Oh, fuck yeah.
No, I remember those.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, look at basketball. Yeah, I don't know, man. With you black guys and basketball players, I'm kind of I don't know about you.
Dude, come on now.
You don't know about Look, Mom, basketball player.
We don't need to go over that.
Oh my god!
Like they're not even
Well,
tall. Like
I
one's
mean,
a bus driver.
Clarence? What is
Man,
Yeah,
Clarence?
yeah. One of them's
man, I was like 4.
That makes. I never heard such an egregious act of racism out of a 4-year-old.
That's Blythe.
That's the most egregious. Look,
Come on now. That was straight up ignorance.
those men just sat down to eat McDonald's in the United
Yeah.
States. They just wanted a McDouble only to get assaulted by this racist child.
I bet you they mentioned that too. I bet you like they probably talked about that to each other later. It's like, dude, you remember that racist ass
Oh,
little
probably. I'm
Usually-
definitely like a story to them too.
Yeah, and so this little white motherfucker gonna sit there and say, "Mom, look, basketball players."
Wait a minute, what the fuck?
Oh man, Ben
Dude,
Shapiro.
Twitter is
I mean,
awesome.
come on.
There it is. What's up?
You've seen satellite photos of my hometown. Like, come on.
I remember some dude driving a
I
tractor.
didn't know that. I didn't know
car.
that other colors of people existed at that point,
Oh, okay.
other than fucking basketball players.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh man. Is this supposed to be making it
I
sound
thought that was
better?
just a sports
But
thing.
he was engaging with the racial paradigm in a really fucking stupid way. But you know,
The face of hatred.
he's still getting in the conversation.
What did it say on the Boondocks? Did it say, "Is this the new face of hatred?" So right.
Dude, so look at this. So this is a picture that Jair Bolsonaro fucking posted. He posted this picture
Shut the
after he
fuck up.
reduced the tax on protein to 0% in his country.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Get hella big. No more tax on protein.
Look at this. Look at Meat
That's
Mountain
fucking
over here.
hilarious.
Man, that motherfucker's fart stinks so bad. He
Oh,
can
without
clear a room. He got the type of farts that'll make a small child cry.
Man, I was watching a documentary today on a Pride Fighting Championship. Speaking of steroids, and
And the Yakuza?
the Yakuza, and the fact that they didn't test for steroids in Pride forever.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good.
No, I think that's very good. That's how you get guys like Don Fry and fucking
Well,
and,
until
and Mark Coleman.
that's also how one guy can get beaten the fucking death by some
Listen, man.
gorilla hopped up on some crazy shit. I'm just saying, it's one thing if you know that other guy's on the shit because you can get on it too. It's another thing if you're natural and then there's this fucker over here all hopped up on venom coming
Well, I mean,
at you all
that's
crazy
the thing
style.
is like if you're in a fighting league, you know the testing policy before you get in, and guaranteed everyone knew and they knew the risks. And if anyone chose to be fucking natty in fucking Pride, they're an idiot.
You know what? Fair enough. I've heard.
They
I haven't
knew
seen
the
the
risk.
documentary, but I've heard Pride was dirty. I've heard it for a while. That's why I said the Yakuza.
Oh yeah, no,
So,
they were
you make a
funded
very
by
good
the
point.
Yakuza.
I'd be on all kinds of shit if I was in Pride,
without a doubt.
just to keep up. It would be like a way cooler version of the steroid era in baseball, which is I've always found it amazing how baseball has a steroid era.
Yeah, dude, just guys, but man, it's also the most interesting part of fucking baseball. Just
Yeah,
fucking
right?
dudes getting up to the plate, fucking built like wrestlers,
Just
just
sl-
socking dingers into the fucking bay.
Who want to watch me sock some dingers?
Dude, everyone does, man. Like, it's like, man, baseball used to be kind of gay, but now it's awesome. Come to find out, the best part of baseball: home runs.
Yes. Fucking Mark Aguirre. I heard he was on horse steroids, and that's insane.
Hey, man,
Barry
whatever
Bonds.
it takes.
I always
I'm gonna
like how
need some of
Barry
that shit
Bonds.
you had Secretariat on.
I've
Well,
always
it's like
liked
you
how
see
Barry
the,
Bonds was obviously on this shit. Like you see a picture of when he first started playing baseball, and
Yep.
then you see when he's with the Giants, and it's just like he's
Yeah, it's like
twice
him.
the size.
Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa was the same way.
Yeah, all of them on that shit. And Barry Bonds like, no, I didn't. And then the doctor that gave him the shit's like, yes, he did. I gave it to him. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
think-
right. Like,
I think it ended up being where like a judge just like, can you just go away?
yeah, exactly. But yeah, dude, baseball was fucking awesome at that time, dude. Just guys ripped as fuck, just socking dingers.
It's just like just destroying baseballs.
And
They
now
still
A
Sammy
are
lot of
Sosa.
destroying,
motherfuckers with
bro.
asterisks.
I mean, I guess the steroids maybe drove Sammy Sosa insane though, because now he's like bleaching his skin.
Yeah, I seen it.
He
He
looks
doesn't look
really?
right.
ghoulish.
He looks
Dude,
sick.
Dude, he
He
looks
looks
like
Really?
he looks like Vincent D'Onofrio in The Cell. Whenever he's like look at this.
Is that
Look
the
at
movie
Sammy
where
Sosa.
Yes,
Jennifer Lopez
please.
goes inside his mind?
Yeah.
You know
Huh.
what? No. You know, he looks like, that song, not the classic one, but the one by Taco, Putting on the Ritz.
Yeah.
He
Uh-huh.
looks like Taco.
The putting on the Ritz.
I
guy.
promise you, he looks like the Putting on the Ritz guy. Which, good song, but it should have ended like it went on way too long. It kind of, when you listen to it, it hits this part where it goes from like the normal music and it's just like just like some loud noise shit. And it really
Ooh.
seems like they were determined to no, not your kind of noise. Nobody was rolling around the floor acting like a wild man. It was just it seemed like filler, like we need a 3-minute song. A 3-minute
he
plus
does.
song.
You really knocked it out of the park on that one. This motherfucker.
Yeah,
he
does fucking look like Taco.
He looks like fucking Taco.
He looks like the putting on the Ritz guy.
If you're blue and you
Oh,
don't
man.
know where to go to, where fashion sits, putting on the Ritz. Different types wear coat pants and stripes or cutaways, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz.
Man, I looked up putting on the Ritz guy, scrolled down a little bit, and
What'd you see?
what is this?
Yeah, this
What
is
this?
the fucking.
What?
From slideshare.net. What is this?
Grew up into a very whoa.
What the fuck?
What does this have to do with putting on the? What does this have to do with looking like Gary Cooper?
Oh man, here we go. So man, I think we're getting to my
Dress up
favorite part of
like
the
a
internet right now.
$1 trooper, super duper.
Slideshare.net. This is for something called for someone named Mystery Music 7, and it's just slideshows. And this is Putting on the Ritz Chapter 2. Seriously, guys?
Do I really want to click on this?
I mean, you can if you want to. It's just slideshows. Mysterious phones. Finally got some prospective steward to move in. What is this? Oh, it's somebody making like little gay slideshow stories in The Sims.
Oh man, they suck.
Dude, here's one called It's Morphin' Time, a 26 kid adoption challenge.
What? What does that have to do with the Power Rangers?
I don't know. Here's a slideshow called Cyberbullying 2.
No such thing as cyberbullying.
There really isn't, man. You just get up and walk away.
Yeah, just turn it off.
Literally,
Like
just look somewhere else.
the Chris Chan Sonichu subreddit laid into because I dare defend Blue Spike.
Dude,
Oh yeah,
Yeah, dude.
that's fucking hilarious.
The whole fucking. What's hilarious is those fuckers, all of which laugh at a mentally and intellectually disabled man, a severely mentally
high-functioning
and
autistic,
intellectually.
please.
No. That guy fucked his mom and he thinks cartoons are real. He is severely disabled. Okay.
It's a dimensional merge, dude.
All I said was like I made the post is like in defense of Blue Spike, and I'm just like, he was 13, he was hanging out with these other kids, these older kids, and he wanted to impress them, and he didn't make Chris shove it up his ass.
Out of all of them.
Yeah, and he didn't make Chris shove it up his ass. Chris chose to shove it up his ass, and then you think I got anything like that was like addressing what I said, or was it? You're a
You
cuck.
just shouted down.
You're
You're a cuck.
let me just go find it. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense.
So funny. Like, dude, it's like okay, so there's only one way to look at this, and it's in the retrospect of like, okay, we're looking at him as a troll, not at him as like a person. It's like, and as a troll, he was fucking fantastic. He was lights out.
That was another thing too. I was like, he was Chris, because he was hanging out with these other kids. He was in this, trolling this community built around trolling this fucking guy. Chris was dehumanized to him.
Yeah,
like
we're talking about
we're talking
about like Darrell Revis levels of like shut down trolling.
They tried to block out other people, and I'm like, he was 13. He was a child. He was a straight up child, but he was 13, and he was trying to impress these older kids, and he got a starring role in this whole shit. He was a star in that little community, and Let me find this shit in defense of Blue Spike. Zero up. Okay. No, Jess, no, that was the latest one. Okay. Where is it? Typical A-log post. I specifically said A-logging is when you're like, oh, I hate Chris. I want him to be just a disproportionate amount of hatred, a weird amount of hatred for Chris. This is called A-logging. Just over the top shit.
Okay.
And I, literally start off with like, I don't give two shits about Chris, but like I don't hate him or want him to die or whatever. Okay.
I do.
Another one replied, "Poopy fart butthole."
Like these are the people that you're engaging with.
These are the people I'm engaging with. Apparently, another person written like a 13-year-old. The other person, substantial milk, says "cuck is cuck," I guess. Another person did Blue Spike right. What the fuck? You're not using that term correct. It doesn't make sense.
Well, cuck is just I think I'm starting to figure out that like certain terms just mean bad. Like they're all just synonyms for bad.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, for stupid people, they do. Yeah, like the internet cuck on the internet absolutely means that. Like you're right, I agree.
Yeah,
you're still not using the word correctly, so it doesn't make any fucking sense. But it's just like, yeah, you say cuck on the internet, you cook. You look at me, I'm cool. Then I got this little bitch right here. Okay. He quoted me, I laughed my ass off too, but I'm terrible. So, and I left the shrugging emoji. And the reason people like you try to defend him is because you find his actions funny. I admitted I found it funny. I said I laughed. And you see yourself in him. There is no defense of Blue Spike. I don't care if he was 13.
Oh my God.
He was a cruel little psycho in the making, and he's probably moved on to torturing animals or worse. What the fuck?
Dude, hell yeah, dude. Dude, I love that. Just immediately jump to the worst thing. He probably rapes children animals now.
He was 13 like 10 years ago.
He's a pedophile zoo animal rapist.
Oh God. And then he goes on to quote, I said in what I wrote, there's a reason why he could have shot Chris and been out at 20. Okay, let me explain, put this in context. I ended with saying that when the other trolls, like people try to point to the other trolls trying to get Blue Spike to stop as proof of how bad he was and how bad what he was doing. And I said, because I made a point of saying, in my opinion, they didn't give two shits about Chris or him shoving it up his ass. They were covering their own ass. Which is why they freaked out when Blue Spike told Chris to burn his house down. Because think about it. He's 13. Nothing's going to fucking happen to him if Chris or anyone else got seriously hurt or he burned his house down, it wouldn't be the fucking 13-year-old child that gets that anything happens to. It'll be them that kind of groomed him. And I said,
that's the other thing too, is that they're going to ask Chris, it's like, who told you to do this? He'd be like, it was Max.
Oh my God!
Max Movania. Yeah, it was Max Movania.
So I said, there's a reason why he could have shot Chris and been out at 21 with a clean record. Kids are suggestible, and most judges don't like giving them a hard time. This fucking genius is gonna say kids have been tried as adults and convicted for serious crimes. No shit, Sherlock. But that's the exception, not the rule.
Yeah. Also,
what the fuck? It's like that is it. I thought it was common knowledge that kids being tried as adults, even in Texas, is the exception and not the rule.
Oh yeah, I mean, we don't,
what did he?
We don't put them away that often down here.
I mean, you wait till they turn 18 and then you kill them.
That's exactly what we kill them.
Like California has the most people. I just found out California has the most people on death row, but I think Texas executes the most. I think it's only because California keeps them around for like 30 years in Texas.
Well, doesn't fucking California
here in
keep
Texas, we like our killers dead.
Doesn't California keep like abolishing and then reinstating and abolishing again their fucking death penalty?
No, it only happened once.
It's like
as far as I know, it only happened once. But if it hasn't been recently.
I bet it happened a couple
because
times.
California has an on again, off again relationship with the death penalty. It's like, Jesus Christ, just fucking get it over with already.
Right? Well, that's the thing. California is like the third biggest state in the union, or only behind Texas and Alaska. Well, Alaska's the biggest, and there's Texas, and then there's
Yeah.
let's face it, only the continental United States matters. So we're only behind. We're behind Texas.
Contiguous states. Yeah, exactly.
So this is it's a big ass state, and there's some red places here. There's some red ass. Yeah, you know. So like California. When people like make fun of California for being like super liberal and this, that, and the other thing, they're really thinking of like a particular place, thinking of the fucking Bay Area.
Well, and they're also, yeah, exactly. Like they're thinking of cities
Berkeley,
always cities always skew blue. Like no matter how red your state is, right? Like Philadelphia is much more like liberal than like Mechanicstown, fucking Pennsylvania, right?
Oh my God, there's a Mechanicstown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, like dude, small rural towns are the same pretty much everywhere. Like the people there are gonna be pretty similar. Give me a gun.
Oh, okay.
Stop taxing me.
Okay, I agree with the stop taxing me.
And I want the gun.
I really don't trust myself with a gun. I have a temper.
That's fair enough, man. Dude, honestly, like I really feel like the owning a gun, it's a lot like owning a motorcycle, although I will not own a motorcycle. Maybe not. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's different.
I'll read some more of these, but before I do, I just got a spam text message that says your manhood doesn't have to be as brief as life itself. Do it properly.
Whoa. What is that? What does that mean?
And then there's a very shady link to something called, okay, I thought it said mouth shower, but it says mothshower.financial.
Have you properly prepared yourself for ghost penis? Because that's what you're getting.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, carry your dick into the afterlife.
So, it was Blue Spike. Shut the fuck up. Blue Spike was not nearly as bad as the Idea guys or Bella, but he was still kind of a terrible person. Okay, see, there's a normal person. And then, to be honest, it all comes down to the fact that they're both staggeringly fucked up individuals who do staggeringly fucked up shit, okay? These people are the exception. Now you got somebody who apparently got an award for their comment. I know that we're all bored because of no Chris content, but was this essay really necessary? I mean,
oh my God. Like a essay like a homeboy?
You didn't have to come in. You didn't. Yeah, like a homeboy. Homeboys are always
unnecessary. Yeah, dude. The essays are always necessary.
Someone gave this motherfucker a award. What? You didn't. Like, that's the fucking thing about Reddit and all these people, and why you just don't give two shits what they say. They kind of like, if it's posted, they got to interact with it.
Yeah, the only way to win is to not engage. That's
right?
it.
Yeah, it's like, you didn't have to fucking come in here. What are you talking about? Is it, you know? And I didn't respond to none of this shit because there are too many. Why bother? You know? And then, well, at least you acknowledge that you're terrible. I'm pretty sure Blue Spike told him to burn his house. Okay, that person was probably in that episode. To burn his house down, which Chris didn't accept for obvious reasons, and then he said burn a medallion or put it up his ass. Chris probably thought he meant burn his house or shove the medallion up his ass, since Blue Spike told him to burn his house before. Not only that, he told Chris to shove it further up his ass. What kind of sociopathic 13-year-old? There's a lot of psychologists in here.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of psychologists diagnosing people with shit. A sociopath. He's psychotic. Like, in defense
of
Blue
Spike,
dude,
he's just being funny.
Yeah, right. Like, he was acting bad on the internet. Before
he was acting bad on the
internet. He was acting bad on the internet, like we all did. I'll read what I wrote in a second. There's a couple more. Okay. In defense of Blue Spike, he was 13, an idiot, and was just trying to impress his friends. There, I saved you 2 hours. He got 13 upvotes. Okay. You think it took me 2 hours to write all that? Showed how smart you are. I won't read all this shit. Dude made a Bible to defend a psycho brat. Blue Spike is one cool cat. I agree. I call all my RPG characters Blue Spike. He got 2 downvotes.
That's very funny. That's very funny.
Yeah, it is. Like, okay. Now, that's I think I just went over all of them. Okay. So, before I start, because it's not very long, it really isn't. But we're all in this subreddit, and just in Chris shit in general, we're all making fun of, like I said, a severely mentally and intellectually disabled man.
And
We're
a
all making
grandma
fun of
rapist.
and a grandma rapist. That's the thing too. They're all standing for a grandma rapist.
yeah.
They're all backing a granny rapist, which
So
is
funny. So
yeah.
fucking awesome.
If I responded, I'd point that out, but I don't care. It's funnier just to fucking this shit. But we're all making fun of a retarded man.
Yeah.
And yet all these people hop on their fucking high horse. Now I got a theory. I suspect that a lot of these people, they're too much of a pussy to admit they're just like terrible
kinda
or they have a
shitty.
terrible side.
Yeah.
So they need Blue Spike to be the worst so they can point to him and say, well, I mean, I'm not bad, he is, or I didn't do that, which is kind of pathetic. You're an adult and you're using a child to do that.
Yeah, to justify being,
Yeah.
and it's not even like you're being
Right.
shitty as
Shitty.
it's like no, you're laughing at this, and that's the other thing too, is that like the biggest defense for laughing at Chris Chan is that every single time that motherfucker had the opportunity to take the high road, he didn't. Every
He did
time,
not. And whenever he
without
thought he
fail.
had the upper, and he was just unbearable when he thought he had the upper hand.
Oh, it's so funny though, dude.
Oh my
I
god.
Dancing
always love
around,
it. Like
eating
whatever.
pizza, playing fake guitar,
Well, Mr. Clyde Cash,
shaking down
Yeah.
cartoon characters.
and now you
I
will fall
really
like
love.
these twin towers.
Yeah, exactly. He goes immediately to making 9/11 jokes.
He
So
went
good.
right to it.
Classic,
But
dude.
you
He's
guys
goated
don't-
for that.
Chris will never let you down.
No.
You all get what I'm saying. Like, we're all making fun of this fucking guy.
Yeah.
And you're going to
Totally.
jump on your fucking high horse because I say him shoving a medallion up here. That's where the line is? Seriously? The whole fucking subreddit. The whole fucking subreddit is full of Chris is a retard. Chris is a piece of shit. Chris is stupid. The picture for the subreddit is a very unflattering picture of one Christine Weston Chandler. Like, we're
Yeah,
all
same with the
making fun
unicorn
of this
one,
fucking
right? This
guy.
is.
Yeah. We're all making fun of this guy, and these people are gonna jump on their fucking high horse and say, you're terrible because
That's when you just got to reply with the dentist shooting fucking shooting the troll in fucking It's Always Sunny. You know what it is, bitch.
Nah, man. That's good. But it really calls for the Tony Montana speech when he was in that restaurant. He's like, you know what you people are? You're all pieces of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You need people like me. So you're going to point your little finger and say, there go the bad guy.
Yeah, it's like, hey, guess what, bro? You're trash like the rest of us.
Exactly.
We're all scum.
We're all fucking scum. You're trash you're scum like the rest of us. Well, you're gonna fucking settle your high horse, say I'm bad because I can admit that I'm laughing at a fucking. Get out of here. But this is what I wrote. Okay, let me start by saying I don't give two shits about Chris. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate him or want him dead. Parenthesis. Although I would like to see him finally get his ass kicked. I'm not the only one. I just don't really care what happens to him, good or bad. With that said, episode 10, the one where Chris shoves medallion up his ass of the YouTube doc, is my favorite. I think it's hilarious. It's this incident right here that earned Blue Spike a lot of seemingly serious, hate. I've seen him consistently listed voted as Chris's worst troll, with people saying they hate him. I was bored at work. They hate him and that he's probably a loser somewhere, yada, yada, yada. I personally don't get it, and here's why. He was a legit child. That should be end of. As most of us know, he was 13 during the Julie and associated sagas, and although we don't know the ages of most of the other trolls, he easily sounds the youngest, with the others sounding, to me, like they were in their late teens, early mid-20s. Now, I obviously don't know anything about Blue Spike, but I think there's a very decent chance that, like a lot of us were and are, he was a socially awkward kid that found friends and a community that accepted and made him feel a part of something online. More so when, and this is just me guessing, they got him to portray Julie. Probably because it was way easier for him to pretend to be a girl than the older kids. Now, in this tiny little community, he was a star. He's important. He's Julie, the franchise player of this trolling plot. He's impressing these older kids and getting attaboys. That shit goes far. At the same time, all the laughing, plotting, and joking with the others, and I don't say this because I feel sorry for Chris, but I think Chris was dehumanized in that child's eyes. I think he stopped seeing Chris as a real person and more as a toy. Hence all the gleeful squilling. Am I? Okay. Chris, when Chris rammed that medallion up his unwashed ass, I laughed my ass off too, but I'm terrible. So that was quoted. People point to this incident and say, fuck him. He went too far. A lot of people seemingly forgot or didn't notice that Blue Spike did not make Chris shove that medallion up his ass. He gave Chris a choice. He said, burn it, the option he most likely thought Chris would choose, or shove it up his ass. I'm not a betting man, but I'm willing to bet $100 he didn't think Chris was going to stick the medallion up his ass. I mean, that's just a bonus.
So funny. Like it's like
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
funny. Like
Yeah, it's fucking funny. I mean, who would? But Chris, never ceasing to surprise, decided to shove it up his ass. Now, this kid spent so much time
never
laughing
let you
about all
down.
this.
Never once let you down.
Never once
He's
let
gonna
you
go for
down.
it. He's
I mean,
gonna go for it.
I remember a friend of mine, being on record as saying, "How does he always know what I want?"
Literally, I mean
Always know
that
exactly
motherfucker like things I didn't even realize. I didn't even think to ask for. He
want
delivers.
woman. How does he always
Want
know
woman,
what I
so
want?
good.
How
Classic,
does
like
he
absolutely
always-
classic. He's just sweaty and out of shape. He's got his gut out. And
He looks
want woman.
crazy.
So great.
Just standing
So
in the
good.
fucking Superman pose. So good.
Ugh.
Okay. Now this kid spent so much time laughing about all the stuff they and the others got Chris to do, such as driving out of state, trespassing at the game place, wearing his mom's disgusting underwear, admitting he shits himself, calling his church, exposing his perverted behavior, and getting him kicked out. Oh, and drinking his own jizz. Chris sodomizing himself because of him's another feather in his cap. Another one the PVCC got over on the man baby. Some will point out how the incident was so bad the other trolls tried to get Blue Spike to stop, especially after he told Chris, I'm almost done, Chris to burn his house down. Don't get me wrong, Blue Spike, even at 13, was still responsible for his actions to a degree. There's a reason why he could have shot Chris and been out at 21 with a clean record. Kids are suggestible, and most judges don't like giving them real time. I don't think the trolls gave two fucks about Chris in that or any other moment. I think they were smart enough to know that if Chris seriously hurt himself, anyone else, or caused enough damage, the 13-year-old child wouldn't be the one getting in trouble. It would be their grown asses, especially since they kind of groomed him. In my opinion, they were just covering their own asses. I'm not calling Blue Spike a victim by any means. The only victim was Chris. He is a victim of his own stupidity and weirdness. Remember, he chose to shove medallion up his ass, and not the 13-year-old boy. Not the 13-year-old kid he should have been smarter than. And all that. Apparently, someone thought it took me 2 hours to write that. And that counts as an essay.
Very
Not
funny.
a lot of geniuses. I mean, I think I made reasonable points. And, the funny thing is, obviously, if we're all in the same fucking room and I said that shit, suddenly they'd have manners and be conversing. But they kind of went on to prove a point I made because I responded to a couple people who were just like, I get what you're saying, but this, the normal people. And I said, people act differently over the internet than they do in person. Hence all these stupid ass comments. Well, it's just like, you're a cuck. It don't make any fucking sense, but they're all they're cool.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, it's just he's 13, and you're
Like
years later.
the idea that like there are any sort of like moral imperatives that are like that you have to have for like watching the Chris Chan documentary is so
For
gay.
making
It's
fun
so
of
gay.
retarded men. There's an ethical way. Apparently, there's an ethical way to make fun of Chris Chan.
Yeah, I mean that's
Fuck's
like saying that
sake.
that's like saying there's a clean way to walk through doo doo and flip flops. Like there's
Yeah,
not. Like
exactly.
you're
Oh
gonna
my
get
god, ew.
like you're gonna get shit in your toes. Like that's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's
And you're
gonna
already
happen.
there, so get down in it.
Like as you say, quit acting brand fucking new.
Yeah,
Like,
quit acting brand new. Exactly.
brand new. Like you make fun of retarded man, like I do too. The only difference is I can fucking admit what I do,
What the fuck?
and then there's
Are
this
you on
bitch.
political NSFW again?
Yeah, I'm on politically innocent, but there's
You
it's
got
a
a
good thing
problem.
I am. It's a good
That
thing I
Finch prime
am.
minister or president, whatever she is, so she can get it.
Dude, look at this. This is one of maybe the most amazing pieces of fan art I've ever seen. This is Chief Keef at the Grammys holding the titty of AOC and Abby Shapiro. That somebody drew.
Right.
Why would you draw that? What's the fucking? Why
So
him
awesome.
and why them?
That's Sosa, baby. I don't know.
What's the point? I mean, they draw great tits, but still,
It's because it's awesome. So sometimes things are just awesome.
how's it fucking up? Who is that guy?
That's Chief Keef.
Who
He's
the
a rapper.
fuck is? You said it like I'm supposed to fucking.
That's Sosa, baby.
Yeah, never heard of him. All that shit just
Yeah,
runs
I'm also
together
not
now.
familiar.
He's a
Most
mumble
rap
rapper.
sounds exactly the same. Yeah.
But
Like there's mumble
his shit's
rappers and
kinda
there's
tight,
those
though.
fucking whiny sounding motherfuckers when they sound like this and they're deadpan voice and they all sound the fucking same to me now.
Yeah.
Sweet glasses though.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, in one of his songs he says, "My name is Sosa, you can call me Sammy." Pretty cool. Cool guy. He gets he gets included in memes a lot. Like he's very very memeable. And this meme is awesome.
Is he? Is he?
Yeah.
Why? How?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how these
He
things
looks like
work.
every other fucking rapper with drill.
But you know, he's the one that broke through because I think he rules.
You're also easily impressed.
Yeah. All right. What's your point?
He got you there.
He does have me there. That's fine.
I keep seeing.
Actually, I did make something that I need you to see. I made this last night. I was in bed and I thought this was really, really funny.
All right, give me 1 second. I gotta grab something. I'll be right back.
Fucking so unprofessional.
Oh, is this the one you sent me earlier?
Yeah, that's what I sent you earlier. It's so good, right?
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Like I saw the video posted in a thread and somebody was like, "Oh man, I really need a Doom edit of this," and I was like, "Man, that would be cool." And I was like, "Wait, I can do that. I can make a Doom edit of this."
Seems like something that'd be pretty fun to get into.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Man.
back. What is this? What are we doing?
I made a Doom edit of a classic internet video.
Look at that fat bitch. Oh my god. Oh my god. Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. Whoa, dude, what did that skinny dude just tip that cow?
Dude, it's so great, right? It's an awesome
She's
video
not
on its
getting
own.
up. She's not getting up.
Like the original video is also hilarious.
What was going on?
Well,
What was going
what he was
on
doing,
there?
he was filming two black guys fighting, and then this bitch is just like, "Y'all need to be filming now. I'm gonna break your shit, dog. I'm gonna break your
Mind
shit."
own fucking business. Oh, she's a dumb bitch. Gotcha.
Yeah, super dumb bitch, and just bad built.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's unfortunate.
She built like Grimace.
The bitch ate Grimace.
Oh man, dude,
She
I saw
argues
something.
against people who defend Blue Spike on the internet.
I saw something so
Yeah,
fucking
cuck.
funny. Something so funny today. I was I went to the grocery store and of course I was coming back and I was like, "Well, I'm gonna stop at Popeyes." Well, apparently the Popeyes down the street. Apparently the Popeyes down the street from my apartment is closed right now, and there's a sign and it says temporarily closed because a fire.
Because a fire.
Yeah, because of fire. And
Damn.
the thing is they made two signs, put them on two sides of the building, and they both say the same thing. So they had two chances to get that right, and they fucked it up both times.
Well, when I
That's
was leaving the
fucking
gym,
hilarious.
I saw a sticker on the door. It said it was like a big circular yellow sticker, and it said, caution, door swings out. And for some reason, like I read it as like caution. God damn it, I forgot exactly. I fucked up in my head somehow. The letters are rearranged or something because I read it in some fucked up way. Now I can't remember. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Dyslexia?
No, I don't have dyslexia. There's things. Sometimes things are kind of crazy in my brain banana.
I mean,
Sounds like dyslexia to me.
No, man. Sometimes I gotta find the who's abouts of the wearing, Kelly.
yeah, you're gonna get that checked out, dog. You're gonna get an MRI.
I mean, I gotta find the whereabouts of the villain kill face.
Oh, the whereabouts of the villain kill face. We've been doing that a lot lately.
I gotta find the who's about of the wearing kill. Oh shit, that's funny.
Damn, dude, this.
All right,
this
so check it out.
This subreddit is just the God. I gotta stay the fuck off of here. I get way too
You
sucked
do.
into this. It's
Yeah,
so funny.
Then
Like,
you got an
Not even
obsession.
hot. It's weird.
the way these motherfuckers like, dude. Okay, so I was reading something the other day on here, and these guys were like, they were talking about, and I can't remember which fucking political woman it was, but it was like they were talking about like imagining her reading the comments on here, and so somebody, of course, like wrote some little thing about like, it's like, oh, you know, she's gonna reach into her panties and stuff like that, and you know,
Oh,
she'll feel
Jesus
ashamed for it,
Christ.
and then someone was like, yeah, she'll, and then like imagine if like if she picked like the commenter who wrote like the hottest comment and fucked him,
This
and
is
then like
pathetic. This
and then
is
but
veering
here's
into
the
real
thing.
pathetic
Here's the
territory.
thing is that these motherfuckers started role playing as
Jack,
if they
what?
were the guy who wrote the comment. They
What?
weren't even like pretending like it's like, oh, she read my comment and then I get to do anything to her. They're pretending to be the guy who wrote the hot comment. So weird, dude. Like what,
Did it descend into erotica?
dude?
I
Like
really
we
wanna
are
know
like,
if this
dude,
is
we
just
are
like four dudes
like we are
running
talking
this entire
about like,
subreddit.
dude, we are talking about a fucking like an incredibly deep 7 layers of like meta psychosexuality here.
That's some weird shit going on there. Probably involving female domination and
Yeah, dude, these
mommy
guys
something, and
guaranteed, man. These guys can't bust. These guys probably can't even bust to videos anymore.
they
They can only
can't bust
bust to
unless it's
ASMR.
weird.
Yeah, they can
Can't
only like
bust.
bust to ASMR.
Oh, that's so weird.
Fucking! Why would you want to hear
Um,
people chewing and smacking and clacking their teeth in your damn ear?
I'll be honest, I do kind of like that. Like it, like not like a sexual thing, but it is kind of it is nice. Like I get the ASMR response.
I don't want to hear about your ASMR responses.
Dude, listen. I
So
mean, dude, erections are perfectly
no,
natural, dude.
stop! Stop it! I don't want to be a part of your thing.
Oh no, you're a part of it. Trust me.
Oh, you're getting off on my disgust.
I'm
Yes,
a psychosexual.
I'm a victim of a psychosexual. He got me on Discord.
He got me. The psychosexual strikes again. He keeps changing his name.
About
Yeah. Oh, you've been having a good conversation here. Could I ask you one question? How does it feel to be part of it?
Remember that show Mission Hill?
Yeah, of course.
yeah, it had like 6 episodes.
Yeah, it was only 6. I thought it was more.
It was
I don't
either
know.
6 or it was either 6 or 11. I have.
Yeah, I thought it was like
Probably
a
11.
whole season. I know it's on. Or at least it used to a couple years back. Last I watched, it was on YouTube. I hope it still is. Leave shit
Great
alone.
show.
Yeah, it really was. There's one episode where one of what's his name, Kevin?
Yeah.
Like Kevin, his like the dorky brother.
Mhm.
Or okay, so one of Kevin's friends was like, you know, he's a mama's boy or whatever, and he was away from home trying to find his way back, and he was calling his mom, and then like he got scared off by a small dog, and his mom's just like, you know, for sake of whatever, you know, Jeffrey, hello, and then some guy in a trench coat walked by, and he saw the phone, and he picked it up, and he just went. Penis. She's like, ah!
That's so awesome.
Shit was hella funny. Really want to make it dark? You say, I got your boy.
Yeah, exactly. How does it feel to be part of it?
Oh God. It's like scream for me, bitch. Scream like your boy's gonna. But,
Is your pussy wet?
oh God, what a great movie.
Is it wet?
This isn't Damien, is it? Is it wet? Is it all wet?
Dude, guess what? He made her part of it.
He made her part. He is the
He
psycho.
sure did.
But okay, so about a week back, I texted iBeam an idea. I said, "How about Jeff Bridges as Green Arrow in a Dark Knight Returns movie?" And
Yes.
we kind of start going back and forth.
Yeah.
I think it'd be awesome. And then
I mean, he is like 1,000,000 years old now.
we were trying. Well, I mean, it's the Dark Knight Returns, so he doesn't have to do that much. He just has
Are we
like,
gonna cut one of his arms off, or just do
Does
it?
he have to hang
digitally?
upside down?
yeah, we're gonna do it digitally, weirdo. But
No, I think he's too method. He's losing the arm.
he's not Christian Bale. He's not fucking Christian. Oh, I'll just grow another one.
Daniel Day-Lewis would lose the arm.
Daniel
Yeah,
Day-Lewis
that's
would
all I'm saying.
absolutely lose the arm.
That's all I'm saying. Daniel Day-Lewis, he'd lose the arm. Like
Man,
you're
talking
talking like
him in
you're
a Batman movie.
like you're talking to Jeff Bridges, you're his fucking manager, and you're like, listen, all I'm saying is like Daniel Day-Lewis, he'd lose the arm.
Daniel Day-Lewis also got ammonia when you're shooting gangs of fucking New York because he wanted to know what it was like over 100 fucking years ago. That man is crazy. He can have it. Bye.
Yeah, he's like
Thank
William
you,
Henry
fucking
Harris.
Wait. Did he purposefully infect himself with pneumonia? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
He was just not wearing proper fucking clothing.
Yeah,
He didn't want
like
to
an
wear a
idiot.
parka.
Yeah, they didn't have it
Was
back
it with
then.
the intention of getting pneumonia?
No.
No,
What's wrong
it
with
just
you?
happened. It just happened.
It just happened.
He was like wearing the period clothes and
All right, happy accident, got pneumonia.
well, I mean it's an accident, not a happy one, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Although I bet you he
didn't
was
enjoy
stoked.
it.
I bet you he
In
was
his
so
mind.
stoked.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
bet you he was super stoked about it. Like in his sick, twisted actor's mind, he was like, "Oh, this is so much more accurate to the character." And it's like, motherfucker, like just try acting. Have you tried acting once?
You know it's make believe, right? It's not real. You know, you want to be authentic, just go ahead and die.
Mm-hmm.
You just drop dead because that's what people did back then.
Yeah, it's like like him learning that like people who lived in 1910 are all dead now. He just turns to dust.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about it.
That's
everybody
period.
born in a particular year, they're dead. They're all dead.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
single baby born in 1911's fucking gone. Okay,
Oh, dude, apparently the last of the World War II veterans died.
They were truly our greatest generation.
Or maybe it was World War One. I think the very
Oh, come
last
on, World War
surviving
One. They
World
had
War
to
I.
have been gone. Holy shit!
Yeah, the guy was like,
that person had to have been living in hell. His
Yeah.
body's just useless. His brain's stupid. He can't do shit, and he's stuck reliving, watching all his friends die, but not him because God's cruel.
yeah. You forget all the smiles and all that remains is the trauma.
Yeah, all that remains is the trauma, the fucking gas. He's like, oh, the Germans! He can't even get that out. He's just stuck with the Kaiser.
How old is the fucking queen nowadays? She's got to be almost 100.
I'm waiting for that bitch to die. I don't know why. I just really wanted to die. She's too old.
I
Like,
respect
you know
that.
what I don't like? She's like, the only reason she's still alive, okay, at least a big reason, is because, you know, she gets the best of fucking care. I don't like that goddamn family because I resent the idea of some people just being able to have it easy. Just cuz. Nobody a long time ago earned a fortune, so there's not even that. It's just like, oh, well, you're royalty, so, you know, we're going to put you up and, you know, and support everything you do at taxpayer. I don't know, man. I want that bitch dead.
Also, you know what I always
and
thought
she's
was just, like,
racist. They're all
that
racist.
too. The other thing too is like it's really weird to hear the name Prince Andrew and then realize that dude's like 100 years old. Like,
right?
Yeah, like that's fucked
Bitch,
up.
you ain't
Dude.
no
Like
prince.
that.
No, I'm a
Yeah,
prince.
like dude,
Shut
y'all got this gentry shit all fucked up. It's like, bro, that's a motherfucking great grandfather. What are you talking about, Prince?
You got all these people. I mean, life ain't fair, obviously.
He should
but-
have to wear the little Prince outfit with his little pantaloons and the fucking like the
Yeah. If you're gonna get taxpayer money, you're gonna get
That's
fucking
it.
taxpayer pounds.
Put on the
and shit.
costume,
Just-
bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Dance monkey.
Yeah,
You're a tourist attraction at this point.
yeah, you're the pride of England.
Give me those fish and fucking chips. I'm gonna fucking throw it. You don't want it to
Exactly.
eat? Shut up. I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna get better fish and chips. Throw trash chips at you.
Make more little bells and shit.
Punk. What you gonna do, old man? To
Yeah,
get
like
beat
if
up.
they're gonna be like kept, you know, hand and fucking foot and shit, like there should at least be some
They
humiliation.
got
Kind of like
personal-
make them zoo animals.
Well, they got personal wealth as well. That's
Yeah,
the
exactly.
thing. They're also just personally rich. And they still like back in like what 2009, 2010, and I resent fucking knowing about it, but one of them jackasses got married and it was a big fucking deal. They showed the damn thing over here, and I think it cost 16 million pounds of taxpayer money. They spent 16 million pounds, I think it was. Taxpayer
Isn't
money.
there like a certain
that
amount of like
cocksucker's wedding.
taxes that gets paid directly to the royals?
I don't know about that. Maybe. For sake, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck them. Yes. They're on welfare. Fuck
Yeah, that's
on
awesome, dude.
welfare.
There's some
Fuck it.
fucking welfare queens.
The world's
Literally.
biggest welfare
They're on the
queen.
dole.
What the fuck? What the fucking do?
Dude, that'd be so funny. Like imagine if fucking Queen Victoria having to like go to the welfare office to collect his check. Like honestly, if it was up to me, it's like, all right, you can keep all this shit, but guess what? No more cell phones, no more internet, no more fucking
Exactly.
lighting. You're going back to the 1800s, bitch.
You don't even get gas. No, bitch. Do we get gas? No, bitch. You don't get gas.
Yeah, exactly. Chop some
Get
wood.
candles up in this motherfucking. Cut this damn heat
That's
off.
exactly right. That's exactly right.
Like it's this idea that like, oh well, you get to have it easy because that's just your royalty.
Yeah.
You get a sweet ass easy life. And one of them princes joined the army, one of Diana's kids, and oh, it's a big deal. Look at him. He's like, fuck him. What even,
I hope he gets smoked.
He's been out now. He's the one
They're
that
never
married.
gonna fucking put him anywhere.
Now
that would be an awesome movie. Is if there was like a paperwork error and he just like gets sent to fucking Darfur or like he gets sent to Fallujah.
I mean, in fairness, he like flew helicopters somewhere, but I don't think he was like in like real. He wouldn't treat it like the normal rabble. I think
He got to fly the
regardless of what they say
because he grew up loving helos.
Yeah, helos and motorbikes, but like I just so I if a royal can die, cool, fuck them all.
Yeah,
except for like. Especially Diana, I really want to fuck. Oh man, she was like 5'11". I mean, she was like but she was 5'11".
Oh yeah,
bad. Look, I would have broke her down.
Great.
But okay, got sidetracked. So Jeff Bridges, Green Arrow, and we were talking who would play Batman, and we settled on Dolph Lundgren. I think.
Okay, so this is like any. So you think like Dolph Lundgren now?
I think Dolph Lundgren now could play Dark Knight Returns Batman. He's still in good enough shape to be Dark Knight Returns Batman. I mean, he's in better shape than Michael Keaton, and Michael Keaton's playing Batman again.
True. Yeah,
yeah. He's got the jaw, he's got the look. I could definitely buy him as a pissed off Bruce Wayne, as a really old
too.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren is awesome. All right, so I started looking at other shit, and then I kind of fell into a rabbit hole with Justice League Mortal. And I don't know if you guys are like familiar with that, but that's the movie George Miller was gonna make. I think we talked about it not that long ago. George Miller, it's a Justice League movie he was gonna make, and that fucker sounded really fucking cool. Like I took some notes, and
I mean just the fact that you're saying like George Miller is gonna make a Justice League movie, that I'm immediately fucking on board.
Yeah, he's got credibility, so it's not just it's like any Joe Blow. It's fucking Mad Max guy. But it was influenced by JLA Tower of Babel and the OMAC project, and it opened on a mystery funeral. Like some hero died, and you don't know who it was. Black armbands and everything. And I just took bullet points. But Martian Manhunter at one point during the movie, he gets set on fire. The mystery funeral is for the Flash. There's like 2 different Flashes, and like I said, it's based off of Tower of Babel. So Justice Leaguers are getting attacked and being taken out because they stole Batman's plans. They being Talia al Ghul and Maxwell Lord. So they set Martian Manhunter on fire at one point during the movie. And Aquaman, like I forgot what happens to Aquaman. Probably got it written down. But Aquaman was made afraid of water. And so he like transferred like his water hand, because in the movie Aquaman had a water hand. And he transferred that to Martian Manhunter, and it put him out and kept him out. But the Flash got taken out, and it's some sort of thing where Barry Allen, like, he reverses shit. He, like, he enters the Speed Force, and he ends up sacrificing himself, and Wally West becomes the new Flash at the end. And it turns out, like I said, the mystery funeral was for Barry Allen, who died. So there was 2 different Flashes. Okay, Aquaman has Tali Maxwell. Batman
so far.
Batman's satellite hijacked. Brother Eye. Batman has this satellite system called Brother Eye, which he can just like surveil people all over the fucking world in Gotham, and that gets that gets jacked. And at one point during the movie, Maxwell Lord, he mind controls Superman into thinking Wonder Woman tortured and killed Lois Lane, and they have a big ass fucking brawl. Which apparently Wonder Woman in this movie was going to be a fighting ass bitch, which I'm all for. Batman ends up snapping Maxwell Lord's neck at the end. Okay,
Which one is Maxwell Lord again?
Oh, he's nobody. Like he is from the comics. He's just kind of like
he runs like a secret organization or something like
yeah.
that.
I think Checkmate. I think he runs.
Checkmate. Yes. Okay.
But Batman snaps that fucker's neck at the end, which I'm all for Batman putting people in the ground. I love Batman that kills. Planet Krypton infected the masses. Wait, Planet Krypton infected. Oh, okay. I remember now. Okay, because it's been a week or so, 2 weeks since. But okay, so there's a Planet Krypton restaurant chain, like from Kingdom Come, and
Okay, sure.
they sold they like McDonald's and shit. The Flash loved eating at that place, like a lot of people did. It was a very popular chain, and it was owned or it was controlled by Maxwell Lord, and he used that restaurant chain to infect the masses with nanobots that turn them into Omax. Like, what'd you say?
I'm just looking at what what the
Long
fuck did
ass
you call
bitch.
what did you call yourself at the beginning of this fucking episode?
Filthy fuck.
I'm looking at. I'm not calling you that.
Okay. I didn't ask you to.
We're gonna have to run that one back.
You're gonna have to suck my ass.
Like we're gonna have to run that one back. I'm sorry, man. Like we gotta workshop that one. Filthy fuck. You came up with filthy fucking beefy boy. We gotta, dude. We gotta.
Like I said, he called himself
We
Beefy
gotta
Boy.
workshop.
He's on that
this.
gay tip.
Oh man.
Even if I wanted to be called Beefy Boy, I can't be called Beefy Boy when you're called Filthy Fuck. That's gay.
That's true. And then public dad in the middle, and I'm not. Listen, I'm not trying to like.
Did you think of Shatman? Did you buy Shatman when you came up with this? You piece of shit.
Come on. I mean, for real, is there anything more funny out there than male homosexuality?
No, dude. No, being gay is hilarious.
Trans people,
but that's the thing is like public dad. Like having a public dad in there kind of brings like a weird angle to it, where it's like, well, I got to keep these two boys separate. You know what I mean?
Love that name.
These boys of mine, they love roughhousing.
Public. Who are you? I'm your daddy.
Yeah.
Okay. So Planet Krypton was used to infect people with nanobots and basically turned them into like fucking cyber zombies, whatever the fuck, Omax. And the climax was essentially everyone versus the JLA. Flash enters the Speed Force and he destroyed all the Omax, dying in the process. And towards the end, at the end, as a matter of fact, God damn it, fucking fly. At the end, Starro descends down to Earth.
I feel like they actually did that OMAC, like everybody gets turned into OMAX via nanobots thing in the comics at one point.
Well, it is infected. It is influenced by the OMAC, a comic called the OMAC Project and Tower of Babel, so it makes sense.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so Starro, he appears at the end, which pretty cool. So George Miller was going to do Starro, and there was going to be no origin story. All the heroes they were going to be who they were. So there's just that Batman's Batman, and he's up running, he's operating, Wonder Woman, Superman, so on and so forth. And they had a full cast. Props were built. They were days away from filming. Costumes were made and fitted to the actors. This movie was good to fucking go. And then the writer's strike hit, caused a delay. The Australian Film Commission denied WB a tax break they were counting on, and they lost it by one fucking vote. I don't know who that jackass is, but
so it's Australia's fault.
It's Australia's fault. That fucking what do you expect from a big prison country?
Two things I'll never fucking forgive them
prison.
For. This and the boomerang.
What did boomerangs do to you?
Fuck boomerangs.
Oh my god!
I
don't know you well enough to get into that. Why? I'm a marine biologist, but I hate whales. Why'd you become a marine biologist? I don't know you well enough to get into that.
Man, dude, I saw like a short clip from The Simpsons, and it's they're flying to Japan, and Marge is like, "Oh, come on, Homer, you're gonna love Japan. You loved Rashomon. That's not how I remember it."
You know, it's funny. I just learned what Rashomon was like a month or two ago. Like it was a movie, and it kind of started that.
Mm-hmm. Man, what God, I'm trying to remember which episode of South Park it was where it's something with a Japanese guy and he just goes Gambaro Hirosai. I cannot remember which fucking episode that was, but that's been in my head for the last
He
like
was
3
singing
days.
karaoke. It might have been. Was it the one where the white dude pretended to be Asian? I think Mr. Chang or Mr. Chow, or whatever, the one that runs City Walk,
City Walk.
where he was beefing with the Japanese dude. It might have.
Maybe.
It's probably that one.
Okay, so one more thing. They moved production to Vancouver, but then the success of The Dark Knight and the fear of this Justice League failing and hurting the Batman brand, which doesn't make any sense. The revitalized Batman
Fucking
franchise
dumb.
caused to be to focus on making solo movies, and then they squirted out Superman Returns.
Who in the fuck is in charge of DC's movies? They have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
Well, they didn't for a while, and I think they're kind of getting it together now.
Apparently, the new
Sort
dude
of,
that's
but then they
running.
just like made an entire fucking Batgirl movie and didn't release it.
That's a
Yeah,
good point. That is a good
yeah.
point. That is classic DC. It's classic
Like-
DC.
It's the damnedest thing, isn't it? Like, for some reason, DC shit is always in flux. They can squirt out some fucking Oscar-winning movie.
Dude, that's so. I still love that. That is like the best own ever. That movie is like is like bad. It is like just objectively fucking
Suicide
bad.
Squad.
And
We're
it won an
talking-
Oscar.
It fucking won an Oscar for costume design or whatever. Still counts.
Still
WB's
to
got
this day,
3 movies.
like-
they got 3 Oscars. But go ahead.
I've watched that movie multiple times, and still to this day, I have not watched that movie without falling asleep.
It's
It
because
sucks.
it's stupid. It doesn't have much of a fucking plot. It kind of had the same plot as the first Avengers movie, but none of the build up. Like, you watch the Avengers, that first one, and it's just like, big bad, monsters attack, defeat monsters, defeat big bad.
Very-
We all go home happy. But they
Very
set
formulaic.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah.
they said all that shit. You already knew who everybody was because they did those individual movies. So, okay, fine. It was an event. That's why they get a pass. Then WB, for some reason, it's just like, let's do a Suicide Squad movie and then have them fight a big bad and then fucking fight goons and then fight a big bad and but I don't know what the fuck that. But it was kind of like
they were trying to like bank on like Guardians of the Galaxy, right? It's like, oh look, we have a bunch of characters no one's ever heard of too.
yes and no. That's the fucked up thing. Because David Ayer was swear up and down, like, no, that's not how my movie was gonna be. That's not how it was gonna be.
My super awesome cool movie.
Yeah, but then they released the what's known as the Ballroom Blitz trailer, where they play Ballroom Blitz,
Oh yeah.
and people went nuts over it because people like dancing and singing and clapping their hands and happy joy fun times.
Hate it. Fucking hate
Yeah.
it.
Bunch of
I like
fucks.
serious movies. I'm a DC fan. I like things dark and serious, which is kind of true.
Yes. Bad at right. I want to see Batman kill a bitch. I want to see Batman stab a guy or tell the Joker point blank, "I will fucking kill you."
Yeah, I want
which
to see him
he
get
totally
Billy.
did. But so that trailer came out, and it was a hit. And so whoever was in charge at WB decided to make the whole movie like that. David Ayer says all the jokes in the movie were in that trailer. That's what he
Damn.
says. All the
Damn.
jokes in the movie were in that trailer. They then spent like however many millions on reshoots, and it was apparently to make the movie funny. And so you got the turd. They produce a shitty garbage turd, and they won't let David Ayer release his cut, which, I mean, you hire someone to make a fucking movie.
You know what
Their
David
name
Ayer
is
needs
on
to
the-
do? He needs to buy some fucking bots and get a fucking hashtag going on Twitter. Just like Zack
There's no
Snyder
proof
did.
Zack Snyder did that. There's no proof Zack Snyder did that. There's
I
no
hope
proof.
because that rules. That's badass.
There's no. I mean, it is kind of shitty. Your daughter commits suicide, and they use that to steal your movie from you and make
Yeah.
it garbage.
Yeah, his movie, his super awesome cool movie.
Dude, Zack Snyder's Justice League. I like it. It's pretty, pretty
Actually,
good. I enjoy it.
I haven't finished it yet, but what I saw of it, I really liked.
No, it's 4 hours. I can
It's
totally
still playing in the
forgive it.
background. It's been months.
Yeah, it's been months.
Hey man,
sorry, I got to get going. Because I have to go cook dinner.
all right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
you'll get caught up.
Yeah, for
We'll
sure.
catch you later.
All right, later.
But
Yeah, I'm waiting on a pizza too,
oh
so
Lord,
I'll have to do that in a minute.
oh, you just wrap this up, and I can drink my protein shake and eat this whole chicken.
Fucking
Walmart
getting
was
beefy, boy, huh?
chicken's not beef, you fucking stoner. Walmart was selling
Dude,
old chickens for like
just
$3.90.
just fucking move to Brazil, all right?
No, fuck
0%
no,
tax for
no.
protein, you'll get
Mm-mm,
huge.
mm-mm, mm-mm. I've seen Brazil on on the wrong
Yeah,
subreddit
you
too
could
many times. No, thank
just get
you.
a job as an assassin.
No. I don't want to go. I don't want to fuck with Brazil. I've seen them on the wrong subreddit too. They might as well have named it fucking fuck things that happen in Brazil or make my Brazil.
Fucking A, right?
Jesus Christ! Every time I see an atrocity committed, someone's just like, "Where's this at?" It was in Brazil. Brazil is fucked. What was I saying? God, what the fuck?
Well,
It
DC
was
really
like,
just needs to make more animated movies.
well, they can do both. They can do live action and they're a
I just kind
very
of feel
big
like,
company.
in general, they do better on those.
Well, I mean, still they can do both. It's not an either or. It's a very very big company. And plus, Warner Bros has a legacy in animation. Of course, they do better. I mean, I personally think that better not be fucking spam. I swear to God. But I think they should just go ahead and instead of looking for their Kevin Feige, whatever the fuck, the person to solve all their problems and put everything together, they should just use who they've been using for the animated shows and movies and stuff. Go get Bruce Timm, go get Paul Dini. Have a fucking brain trust, a council there. Get Paul Dini. That fucking guy knows Batman better than almost anybody. Get Bruce Timm, get Alan Burnett, get some comic book people. Have comic book people running this shit instead of some fucking movie guy that apparently doesn't know jack shit. I guess they had Jeff Johns as an executive producer, but he was a
I
piece of
think that'd
shit.
be kind of fucking neat.
No.
Get
They've had
yeah, no, just if they'd utilize that more often.
well, it really seems like common sense, doesn't it? We're making live action superhero movies,
This
and
is the
even more
guy who
so,
actually wrote the comic.
You get a combination of movie people and comic book, the best comic book, the best writers ever have worked on Batman and the various comics and shit. Hell, even stick in fucking Alex Ross, maybe. Fuck it. He, help with costumes, whatever the fuck. But you get these people who made the shit that you're making your movie off of, and you get some movie people, you get this shit together, you have them hash out some story, and see what happens. What Marvel's doing right now, what DC's trying to emulate, DC already did. They did it in animated form in the 90s. First, there's Batman the animated series. Then there was Superman the animated series. There was, Static Shock and Zeta Project. It don't really fucking matter. There's Batman
Did
Beyond.
Static Shock show up on Justice League Unlimited?
What'd you say?
Did Static Shock show up in Justice League Unlimited?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think he showed
remember
up
that.
twice. He definitely showed up. Okay, they skipped to the future. I think it's
Oh,
a
okay. So
two-parter,
he's
like
in like
the
a
once and
future
future thing.
iteration kind of thing.
Yeah, the once and future thing, once and future past, or something like that. It's a two-parter, really good. But they go to the future. They're in the Batman Beyond timeline, and Static Shock is there, and he's older. But it takes place in the same continuity. Even in Static Shock, Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy appeared, and so Batman appeared as well. So you have Batman, Superman, Zeta Project. Don't remember it at all. So it doesn't matter, but that was included as well. Static Shock, didn't care about Static Shock, but then you have Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. And then the various animated movies, including what is considered by people who saw it, and they're not wrong. I mean, Mask of the Phantasm is considered by a lot of people the best Batman movie ever made, and it is really fucking good. I don't know if you've seen it, but if you haven't, you should check it
Yeah,
out.
No, I have that. I think I actually have a DVD of that.
So you have all of this shit. They've this whole cinematic world because there's comic spin-offs and other shit as well. They did this whole entire world, and you have the people, you have access to the people who put that together, and you don't use them. Now, in the 90s, what was said a lot, and the reason why a lot of superhero movies sucked in the 90s was because you had movie people who didn't fucking care about the characters at all. They weren't fans. They're just, it's fucking funny book, stupid shit. So they think,
Yeah,
oh, we're going to make a movie out of this, then I'm going to change this stupid thing and that stupid thing and that stupid thing. And then they end up changing important shit to the character. And
it's
people
kind
don't
of
want to watch it.
ridiculous
They
though,
blame it.
because like if you think it's child stuff, and at the end of the day, part of what's riding on you making this movies is how many fucking Happy Meal toys you can sell. Why wouldn't you still just keep it how you think it is as child stuff? Like just be faithful. Like that
because
still makes sense.
you're a stupid ass, egotistical
Ugh.
movie person. You're a snooty movie person. We're making movies. Like Kevin Smith, he has he got hired to write a draft of a Superman movie, and it's a famous story he tells where he met with John Peters, and John Peters is like, before I get started, this Superman movie he worked on later became like they brought on Tim Burton, and it became that movie before dying. But he said when he met with John Peters, he said, I don't want Superman to wear the suit and I don't want him to fly. Well, right off the bat, you done fucked up the movie.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And I want him to fight a giant spider. What's going on here? Like it's it's a real
Oh, was
famous
he the
fucking
guy who was
story.
just trying to get a fucking a giant
Yes,
spider in every movie?
he's the giant spider guy.
Oh, that's so weird.
He's the giant Spider Man. That's him.
Do you think it's like a fetish thing, or
I think he's a stupid thing. I think he's smarter than he is.
maybe he just like had a running bet with some other rich guy? Like, I'm telling you, man, what people want is giant spiders, and I'm gonna fucking
Well,
prove it.
Kevin Smith usually ends on pointing out that John Peters worked on Wild Wild West, and in Wild Wild West, there's a giant mechanical spider.
Yeah, oh yeah,
There's a
oh big
giant
time.
mechanical
Yeah, he
spider
tried
in
to get
there.
one into the Spider-Man movies too.
Are you sure? Did he work on the Spider-Man
That's
movies?
what I heard. That's what I heard. Maybe I'm wrong.
You're high. Anyway,
I'm gonna have to look it up.
but I got sidetracked on a little tangent, but yeah, yeah, stupidity and arrogance is what sunk superhero movies in the 90s. And just basically use the resources that you have. DC could be a lot more successful than they are. They're not competing with Marvel. They don't have to. They got characters that people want to see no matter what.
Right.
Like, so Marvel could release Avengers, super duper Avengers or whatever. And if there's a Batman movie out, then I'm seeing two, baby. I got two movies. I got a double feature going. I'm seeing two movies. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna see the Batman movie. Batman puts asses in the seats, which is what makes them canceling Batgirl so surprising. Because fuck Batgirl, Batman's in it. It could be called Batgirl
Yeah,
all
I
it
mean,
wants,
like
but if Batman's
honestly,
in your
even if
movie,
it's
it's a Batman movie.
even tangentially related to Batman, fucking puts asses in. You know, like come on.
Yeah, which is why all these Batman shows without Batman in it, pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, what was I gonna say? But yeah,
Well, fuck. I think my shit's about to get here.
all right. Well, we send the robot on its way, and I'll talk to you later.
Fucking creepy voice bastard robot.
Yeah, okay. Whatever, weirdo.
All right, I'll see you around, man. Have a good night.
You too.